Hi everyone, it's Tony Richards. Welcome to an early edition of TRspeaks. Talking to you tonight about evaluating your decisions. Take a step back to rationally think through a situation whenever a decision has to be made. See, one of the dangers that we have with decisions is people will try to force us into making a decision maybe faster than we're ready to. Maybe they're ready, maybe they think they've thought it through in their mind, but if you haven't thought it through and you're not ready to make that decision, don't make it. Don't be forced by someone else because they think they're ready. So take that step back to rationally think through any situation you're in. Think about how you got into your current position or situation. A possible decision on what to do next could arise from how you got there yourself. See, if we don't take the time to really evaluate, look at, and think through, unless we just have to make that decision right now, we could make the wrong decision, make the wrong choice, or make one that we don't fully understand or agree with. So ask yourself how a crisis can be avoided depending on how I make this decision. Compare the current predicament to past experiences you've been in where you had to figure out what you had to do right to make it right. Again, we get pressured a lot of times into the things that we want to do. Look at what worked or what didn't and apply what you learned to the present situation in making that decision, evaluating your decisions. When you're evaluating your decisions, imagine all the possible outcomes. Take a look at what's before you, what's in front of you. What happens if I do A? What happens if I do B? Evaluate all or potentially important outcomes so you don't decide on an impulse. One of the worst things you can do is make decisions on impulses. Make sure you aren't in an environment that pressures you into making decisions. You know, there will be people that will try to pressure you into a decision because you're not doing it the way they want it, or you're not moving fast enough. Well, you know what? So what? If you're not ready, and if you don't think that it's going to absolutely be detrimental, then wait. Evaluate all the facts. Weigh the pros and cons of each outcome. Ask yourself how one result could possibly work better than another. And then prepare yourself for an unexpected reaction from others. Because again, if others want you to move in one direction and you're not ready to move in that direction, they may give you a lot of resistance. And finally, consider any other individuals involved. Doing the right thing and making those decisions isn't just about you. How will you do the right thing when you made that decision so that it benefits others as well? Pedro, how will the situation get better when I do it? Do I understand? Steve, do I understand how it's going to go? Glendon, how will the situation get better? How will the relationship improve? Or look at the other side of it. What happens if I make this decision? Will it worsen the relationship that I'm in? What makes what you're doing the right thing? How do I feel and how do I know that this decision that I'm making is the right one? The life focus for tonight is evaluate the impact of your decisions from all perspectives, but never compromise your ethics or your integrity. Write me at TonyRichardsSpeaking@gmail.com. Check me out on the website at TRspeaks.vpweb.com. In about 20 minutes, this program, along with others, will be available on YouTube under TRspeaks. Thanks so much for joining me tonight. I know we're on a little bit earlier than we normally do, but had to come on a little bit earlier. I will not be on tomorrow night, but I will be back Friday. So you take care. Make sure you're not pressured in the decisions that you're making. Evaluate everything you're doing and make that decision that's what's based and best for you and for others and for everyone and everything so that together you can go forward.